Yo, what's good my fellow deadheads? Your overlord has returned. Today we're going to be doing another JJK Phantom Parade video. As you can see here, we're on the limited time Illusory floor 3. And I will go ahead and say, this floor and floor 4 were the floor 4 is a bit irritating, but these two floors were the easiest for me as I cleared both of these in my first try. I actually cleared floor 2 on my first try, but wasn't recording when I did it. So then I had to clear it over and over and over again and get my RNG right again. But I guess I just got lucky and got blessed with God tier RNG on the first run. But these two were first time clears for me. 5 is still a little difficult, but I was very close multiple times. So I will play around with 5 a little more today and try to get that video out tomorrow because we have 3 and 4 coming today. But guys, we are going to be going over the boss, going over the team, going over the skills, and going over how Deadman whooped that ass. But if you guys have been enjoying these videos, then definitely go down below, smack that like button, hit the subscribe, hit the notification bell, and also comment down below and let me know what you love about these videos, because these teams, again, can look similar to the free-to-play players and whatever, casuals, whatever they're using to win these missions. But I promise you, on my life, I have not looked up anybody else's shit for this. Right? I've been making my own teams up and just testing shit. And 5 is the only stage where I think I might have to look up somebody else's team. But before I break down and do that, like it's gotta be me sitting there trying to beat it for hours, and then I'm just like, all right, bro, nah, no, I just can't figure this shit out at this point. But guys, let's go ahead and just hop in here. So this boss, the main thing that he has is he will decrease your cursed energy. And he also just does a bunch of AoE attacks. That is like the main thing in floor 3. Which is funny because I believe floor 3 was the hardest floor last time in March, right? For these limited floors. But this one seems to be the easiest if it's just AoE damage, right? This is not the team that I used. Alright guys, so here's the team. Kaito, obviously, to recover your cursed energy consistently. We have Yaga here for consistent buffing. We have Inamaki here, so we can literally just use the use his defense damage reduction skill so that he can constantly lower the AoE damage that we're taking. And then we have Gojo here, obviously to do what Gojo does and absolutely slap the shit out of this vent. It is weak against green, so that is why. And then we even have Mahito in the end here, just in case Gojo does not completely finish the job. Then we can literally just go in with Mahito and just use his ultimate a few times. And typically, these front guys right here are okay. We have the Inamaki page to heal whenever their health gets too low, but their health doesn't get like too low. I did this yesterday, so I don't even remember. Yesterday when I released the floor 1 and 2 videos, or 2 days ago maybe, I don't know. Those videos, when I recorded the talking portion of me going over and commentating on what I actually did, I did those right before. So guys, forgive me if I'm a little lost at some of the parts, but I'm pretty sure my memory will like retrack. I always put perfect synchronization on Kaito because perfect synchronization is just perfect for him. His ultimate literally boosts your damage like insanely. And what better page to put with it than another page that also is going to boost your damage even more insanely. Yaga always gets from Unity top to bottom because he is pure support. You are not worried about using Yaga's skills at all. I mean, maybe his ultimate just for the debuff on it, but mainly you're worried about using Yaga's buff skill and then also just boosting everybody else's ultimate so they can be prepared to do what they got to do. Inamaki, like I said, we got the healing page here, and it's on him specifically because typically he's the one who needs to be healed. But honestly, maybe I should start putting the healing page on somebody else, because whenever I heal with Inamaki, it's like whenever the healing page is on Inamaki, when he dies, that's the team's entire heal is just going right there. So I don't know, maybe a better way I can do that. Then we put non-standard on Gojo instead of using Pride. I just feel like I like Pride better on this Gojo for the 1 bot damage, and I feel like I wasn't trying to wait until turn 6, or maybe I did wait until turn 6. I can't remember exactly, but if I'm not trying to wait until turn 6, then like there's not really a point in using Pride, because if you don't wait until turn 6, Pride's buff is lower than non-standard. Then Mahito obviously has in excellent shape. Let's look at the skills, which honestly I've used these teams for the last. I've basically used variants of these teams, like these characters, for the last like 2 videos. I think the only one who's new in here is Hello Papa Gojo. But if you look here, you can see Kaito's buff skill, level 9. Kaito's ultimate, level 7. Honestly, I need to push that ultimate a little bit more. I need to go ahead and just max out Kaito's buff and ultimate at the very least. Yaga's buff skill is level 10, and his ultimate is level 7. Honestly, maybe I should push his ultimate to level 10 as well. Maybe every character I should just push their ultimate, and then like at least their most important skills to level 10 at the very least, instead of trying to balance out everything at level 8. Because like these skills barely really get used for me, and like honestly, by the time I could use this skill to defend somebody, I think that the cursed energy that I could be saving is more important, so I can give them more cursed energy before Kaito dies or some shit like that. We got Inumaki's defense skill or damage reduction skill at level 9. Sorry, defense isn't a fucking thing in this game for whatever reason. And his stun skill at level 9, which is also very helpful, just in case, you know, you have a misplayed turn or something unexpected happens and you need a turn to kind of like recollect and recalibrate, then boom, you can hit a stun real quick. If the stun goes off, you got some time to rethink what you're doing. Hollow Purple Gojo, all of his skills are at level 8, which at this point, I need to go ahead and get all them skills to level 10 because I pushed Hollow Purple Gojo really hard when I first got him to get him up to this level, so I need to go ahead and just finish it out. But honestly, I just got Hidden Inventory Gojo skills all level 10, and Hollow Purple Gojo is actually the next unit on my list. And then you guys already know my Hito skills are all level 8. That's been the same thing all 3 videos. But let's go ahead and get the recorded run in and then see how it goes. I'm gonna level with you, chat. I think it is kind of cool doing videos like this because especially if you've done your run the day before and then you have to like come back and record the commentary the next day, you're almost looking at this like, what did I do? I feel like I was trying to save up my cursed energy in the first turn, so I didn't use Kaito's no, I wanted to use Kaito. Oh, that's turn 2 actually. So I definitely used, my bad. That was turn 2. I just went through turn 1 so fast. No, I definitely used Kaito's cursed energy skill. I use all buff skills in the first turn. Like, these missions, man, I've tried to take that first turn and not use any buff skills and stack up my cursed energy just a tiny bit beforehand, and usually that is just a failed attempt for me. So now I just use all of my buffs in the first turn off rip. I was really contemplating also like, okay, do I want to go more with the physical, with the punch? Do I want to go more with the cursed energy skill with Gojo, because one of them has really high break damage, one of them has a chance to black flash, which also has its own packs of benefits jumbled into it. But yeah, you can see here they're just going to be swiping your cursed energy. That's why Kaito, I feel like, was necessary, so he can constantly be your cursed energy battery. I always call Kaito that, the cursed energy battery. And honestly, I need to go ahead and get his skill 3 to level 10 so that I'm recovering 19 cursed energy instead of 18, I believe. That one extra little bit of cursed energy is definitely going to matter, because if you do those setups where you don't use Kaito's cursed energy recovery skill in the first turn and then you use it on the second turn, you can spam it back to back, and since Kaito's cursed energy recovery lasts for 2 turns, you can have one turn where you recover like 38 cursed energy, which is insane. But you can see Inumaki is doing an excellent job here at keeping the damage off of my team, and then Gojo is chilling. He's just a Chad. It doesn't really matter. He doesn't really need Inumaki. He does need Yaga though for the setup, because without Yaga, Gojo would never make it to the point that he's at. He needed somebody to mentor him. But Yaga obviously is here for the consistent buffing non-stop. And then you can see here, I did do a little stun on the enemy. I think because I didn't have enough to do the guard move. But I feel like I was banking on, no. Oh, what I like to do when I use this Gojo. So honestly, Pride would work with this Gojo, realistically. But what I like to do with this Gojo is to make sure I maximize how much damage he is doing. I will do nothing but attack for the first 5 turns. Inumaki is almost dead there, but then we have the opportunity to use the page to save him. I will absolutely only attack with Gojo for the first 5 turns. Then I will debuff on his 6th turn, and then on his 7th turn I'll drop his ultimate, just to make sure that I fully maximize the damage that he could be doing. So let's see how this goes for me, because I don't remember. I know I didn't kill everything, but I don't even remember if I broke the enemy. I know the 2 mobs were absolutely cooked. Mobs do not stand a chance against Gojo. Okay. That's excellent. And one thing, so I'm going to say this right here, guys. One thing that I absolutely forget every single time is that Kaito's ultimate always takes priority no matter who is ulting in your rotation. Kaito could be the 4th person in your rotation. If his ultimate is coming, if nobody else has a buff style ultimate, his ultimate comes first. So I like to use Kaito's ultimate with somebody else besides my DPS, just to give me extra peace of mind and know, like, okay, Kaito's Jujutsu, like, cursed energy boost is there right now. The damage dealt from the page is there right now before my DPS is attacked. That just gives me extra peace of mind. You probably can just link Kaito right beside your DPS and it still works the exact same way, but just to make sure that because I am afraid of what if the buff comes after both of them do their ultimate, since you're doing a combo ultimate versus Kaito just doing his ultimate alone. But, you know, that doesn't make sense if the main effect of his ultimate is to boost the curse energy. It should do it no matter who you're doing it with. So, Yaga should be taking effect from Kaito's ultimate right now, but I like to do it with other characters to make sure that Gojo is absolutely taking effect. Okay, let's continue. Alright, damage is going to be beautiful on this turn here. Let's see. We got Kaito's ultimate, and we got the page giving us that boost. Boom, exactly. So you can see it literally said curse technique boost up before Yaga even attacked. But even still, I like to get all my... Oh, I think it's because I like to do it with Yaga so that I can get Yaga's debuff after Kaito's buff to make sure that Gojo's hitting that hard. Because if you set Gojo beside Kaito, then Kaito's going to buff Gojo, Gojo's going to do his ultimate, and then Yaga's going to debuff afterwards. And that does you no good because you want the debuff before Gojo hits. Let's see. So we absolutely do break. Okay, cool. And then literally we just have Mahito next, and with Mahito, you're literally just going to be... And also the thing that I forget about sometimes is, I don't think about Mahito as a green character. I just think about Mahito as like an OP backline because he can guarantee take the same, like take a specific percentage of HP from your bar every time he does his ultimate. So I don't ever think about the fact that he is green. But I actually used him in this fight, and here, once I got into his domain, and I started hitting him with idle transfiguration and all that, Mahito was actually doing some pretty solid damage, in my opinion. And I was like, damn, that's crazy. I'm just not used to seeing that. But that's because I'm always using them in stages where I'm trying to cheese some shit. But you can see here, it's pretty simple from this point on. Just keep the buffs up and everything. Keep everybody well filled up with curse energy. Keep everybody with good defense. There's not really much of a point, I don't think, in trying to stun the boss anymore. But yeah, use Mahito's ultimate as fast as you can, obviously. And also, Kaito is going to make... Ooh, yeah, that's right. I had Kaito's ultimate along with Mahito's ultimate. But also... Sorry, I lost track of what I was saying. Also, Kaito's cursed energy recovery is going to make Mahito so much more busted because usually when you enter Mahito's domain, you have to use Mahito's skill 2 over and over again to kind of preserve the most amount of cursed energy or also try to get that insta-kill, right? But with Kaito, inside of his domain with him, he can constantly keep boosting his cursed energy. That was so lucky. That, guys, there's definitely RNG to play in this as well because like Inumaki surviving these hits as a rare character is absolutely insane. But literally with Kaito, you can just keep that cursed energy filled. You can see Mahito's at 40 right now. I'm going to use Mahito's skill 3 over and over and over again in this because that's just the most damage that you can do inside of here, right? And you're going to see that after I get out of the domain, Mahito still has like more than enough energy to use his buff skill, I'm pretty sure. Unless the enemy directly just takes his cursed energy right after. But Kaito's fully topped off on health. We got the boss like held at bay, so there's like nearly no chance. I would say nearly no chance of Kaito dying really, but unfortunately you can't really see the boss's health until even on his turn because the turn counter is in the way. But just know, I think it took like 2-3 more turns after this. I feel like I came back out of Mahito's domain. Also, not only is Kaito being alive a very major help, but also Yaga being alive is a gigantic help as well because that just gives Mahito more, so cool. 792k, good. Past Deadman was smart enough to know that future Deadman was going to be looking at this and trying to talk about the HP and then realize that he can't see the HP and he was like, let me show this man the HP real quick. But yes, we're at 792k HP left over, so that will require one more Mahito ult. And since we had to wait so long for it and my healing page is gone, I do believe that Kaito and Yaga are probably dead here pretty soon. Unfortunately, I could not build up my Mahito's ultimate just yet again, so I'm waiting for it, of course. But honestly, I probably could have used Kaito's skill, his ultimate, like way earlier because he's almost dead. I feel like I'm about to go back and use his ultimate just to be safe because he is almost dead. No, I don't. Oh, I give him the defense. See, I barely use that skill, but like it's very slim picking times like that, right? But he didn't get aimed at, which was perfect because if he did get aimed at with that last skill, I'm pretty sure he would have been cooked. But Kaito's buff from his ultimate lasts for 2 turns, I'm pretty sure. So honestly, I think it's good. I think it's fine to let it loose. Let's see what happens here. Now I'm sitting here like, what did happen? Because this shit getting kind of spicy. Because is Kaito dead? Nope. Mahito gets hit. Yep. Cool. Absolute chattery. Oh, so I did Kaito's ultimate and then debuff with Yaga, and then I got Mahito set up with his ultimate one more time, and then the Mahito ultimate surely just wipes the boss away. All right, yeah, no, excellent run. Very good RNG on that run too. Like, obviously for you to get a first turn win, it has to be very good RNG. This team does work, clearly, but after Gojo disappears, you know, you gotta still get the rest of the damage out, so you still gotta make sure Mahito survives the entire way. That does entail some tiny bit of RNG. So, guys, that is the run. You can see here, cool. You saw the loading thing right there at the bottom, so you know Mahito wiped that ass out. But, guys, if you do enjoy these videos, again, go down below, leave that like, hit the subscribe, hit the notification bell, hit the comment. The more that you guys like videos like this, the more that that's going to inspire me to not look up other people's guides and just make my own guides, because I'm proud of this, you know what I'm saying? I'm proud of any video I make. My YouTube is like my child, and any video that I make is just me helping my child to grow more and more, right? So this video especially touched my soul because I was like, yes sir, because like I feel like for a while I was just kind of in JJK Fancy Parade on JP, I didn't really know everything about the game. I just watched, I listened to Slug, really, like that was my JP playing experience. I just listened to Slug. I barely looked up character kits, whoever. I just kind of was like, okay, this skill does this skill does this, like this skill's an AoE, this skill's not an AoE, blah blah blah, right? So I remember when I first started playing, I didn't even really understand the importance of the rare and SR characters in this game, and now I know that they are some of the most tippity top tier characters ever in gacha game history for their rarity that they're at. That's insane. But now that I'm playing the global version, I can read everything. It is a new like learning process for me. So I am to that point now where I don't necessarily always have to look up somebody else's guide. I can actually like do these things on my own. So I'm glad at my growth. Y'all might not care about my growth, but as long as y'all grow as people, that's all that really matters to the dead man. But y'all already got the whole spiel about liking, subbing, and commenting and shit. The dead man loves you, man. Get ready for Floor 4 because that is going to be coming soon. But you guys have an excellent day. Peace.